30,000 every year.
I think what he's saying is that you should be getting in more money now, so,
I am, that's what I don't understand.
but the
I mean,
reports aren't, showing us.
Well, yeah,
But he's going to June 30th,
Right,
and that's
and
only a
that's-
30-day.
Right.
That's why I requested to her too, let's give it 2 or 3 months, and if she had the extra utility bills, and so I think we need to wait at least till next month, till she gets leveled out.
no, I don't disagree, I'm just saying there's we need to, like, this, we don't make a $40,000 investment, in capital to go backwards, right? And we've seen that, so, something I think would be very helpful for us, because we do not get a budget status report, an actual, you know, we get a report, but it's not the same report as a budget status report. If we can,
But her budget status report only tells her what's in her line.
right, we see the revenue.
Right. And what I'm saying is that's only a month, and she's got at least 2 under her belt, and
Right,
I agree with Tracy.
we're gonna,
And I had requested to her that to make, for her judgment to do is, because being her department rep, that she needs to, not only, she has a report that she does, and I said she needs to do an income to expense to really get what she's making a month, because she doesn't see that.
I keep track of my own daily totals. And a lot of times with my recycling reimbursements and my metal reimbursements, that comes later on in the year, the same as the grant money as well. I did inquire about trying to pull that whole 33,000 at the beginning of the year, and I'm just not I'm not gonna be able to do that.
But like I told her, you can go ahead and put in there, you know, she knows she's gonna get that 33,000, so you put that in monthly as an estimated reimbursement, and then, so I think she's been doing that, but I think by November or December, then.
Also, we haven't collected for our part of the grant either, and I just made notes here to get that.
yeah.
So I think you're gonna see a big difference by November, December.
Should be in good shape.
Well, you know,
We can collect
it's
for all
better
of our
to
shredding.
talk about it
everything.
on the front end and have it ready than, oh, there went another year, and,
We've been talking about it.
no, I know you have, but the council is not.
I'm just
that far.
curious, like, I understand, I get the whole money aspect, I've been doing this for 5 years. I mean, you know, until the scale, it's been threatened to possibly shut down. What is the other alternative? Because what I'm asking is, I'm already right now at 10 cents a pound, and I have, you know, for instance, Paul doesn't like the $200 a ton, which I don't get a lot of people that bring in a ton, but what would have been the ideal price to charge per pound? I mean, I guess what I'm asking is, what's the alternative if you shut that place down? It's gonna be the trash, and everything's gonna be everywhere. You're not offering a service for the community anymore. They're going elsewhere. So I guess my question is, what more can I do to bring people in to make everybody happy? Because I guess I hate things like this, because I feel like the feedback is me not doing my job, is how I feel. And I don't know what more you want me to do.
The council's just been really clear on this for the last 3 years. This is a fee for service. And the council's position has been, this is not something that the county should be subsidizing. Because we do not have equal opportunity to utilize it. Somebody in Burlington is not gonna utilize this the same way that somebody in the city of Delphi will, and.
But that's not, I mean, I get people from all over, that's not true.
Well, but
You would be taking a crucial piece of this community away from these people that recycle.
Is it Kirsten or so I'm sorry,
It's Kirsten.
Kirsten, sorry. No one is threatening to take it away. We have said repeatedly that this department needs to have a balanced budget, and it needs to be run off fee revenue. And it should not come out of the county general fund should not subsidize it. Nobody has ever said that it needs to be shut down.
They have said that.
Well,
And
we said
let me
if it
stop
doesn't,
there.
we said if it doesn't pay for itself.
The previous council did not allow her to have the equipment to need to do what she needs to do. So she has her equipment to do what she needs to do now, so give it some time and let it balance out.
Yeah.
I mean, we're only asking for a couple, 3 months, and then you're gonna see what's going on.
No, I totally
think you're-
agree.
I think you're jumping.
I'm not even shooting for a profit, I just wanna break even so that I can come in here every year and I don't get 100 questions saying, okay, why are we not making a profit on trash, or, you know, why are we not breaking even? I get it, it's a business, you can't fund it, I get it, but it's so much more than a business and profit, it's helping the entire community. You know, just with the events, the electronics, the metal, I mean, you would just be taking something away from these people, and then you would have it all over the streets. And I just don't understand why you don't see the importance of that versus money. I mean, I get it, I get it.
This council does, I mean, that's why they gave you the equipment, and, I mean, so, a lot of times we judge for past council, but this council has given you the equipment, and I think you're doing a really good job, and you're on the right track, and I think it'll all level off. If it doesn't, then you need to look at it. I think you're doing good.
Thank you, Jason, because I think she needs to hear that. I mean, she's a department head, is trying her hardest. And when she comes in and brings her money, we listen to her. And she shouldn't have to feel every time she comes to the council or the budget or in the auditor's office that, am I gonna be shut down? And you can't run a department like that.
I mean, I
That's
love
my
my
2
job,
cents.
I put in hours
My 2
like you
cents
wouldn't
for
believe
stuff.
out there. I mean, today's my day off, I did the report over the weekend, cause I don't have internet out there. I would've printed it all off for you guys, but I don't have, my printer wasn't working. So I put everything I have into this job, and short from standing out on the side of the road saying, bring your trash to me, I'm doing everything I can, you know? Thank you.
You're doing.
I don't mean to get emotional about it, but this is my livelihood, and this is what I've done for the community, and I listen to the people that I take care of out there, and, I just wanna continue to offer them the services.
We've heard nothing but good about the scales and, you know, the dollar a bag and, or whatever it is, minimum. We've heard good things about it, and
It's so much more fair, I mean, it is, for everybody involved.
it's more fair than, you know, you standing there and judging, okay, I'm gonna charge you this because I don't know what to charge, you know. She feels better about that, so, sorry, I didn't mean to speak for
Thank you.
you.
No, thank you very much. I just get real defensive, I'm sorry.
Okay.
You know, it's like my baby and I have to defend it, you know?
So do I. They
Huh?
all know. Okay, I admit,
Yeah.
at least I admit it.
No, yeah. I mean,
You're
we
putting
didn't give you a
110
scale because we wanted to shut you down, and that would be the worst decision in human history, right?
I know, and then I'm like, man, I didn't get a fair shake because of COVID, I was shut down over 2 months, and then I have to come in here, you know, in August, and I just don't have the numbers that I wanna present to you guys.
And I just want everybody to know that she is still handwriting all this stuff down. It's just unbelievable. I can't believe that there's not a computer out there for her to access and a printer for her to do
Well,
better.
does have-
I
So-
think that
so
was
how
one of
can
the
she-
discussions we
how can
had.
she-
She does have a laptop now, she just doesn't have the printer, and I think.
I don't have the internet, so I take
So
all
they're
the stuff
working
home.
on it. I mean, that's
The grant,
There's a lot of
Mindy
internet
from the
for it.
district said that she would look into helping
helping
pay for
getting
the
the
hotspot.
hotspot
I
through
mean, even if
the
she just
grant.
needs a computer to
Yeah.
do her monthly bookwork, so then she can plop us a report and say, this is what I did this month.
And I know that was one of the discussions at
Yes.
some point about getting a computer and
I honestly don't know if
electrifying
it came with the scale.
receipts.
I did too,
That's what I think was, yeah, I think we were misinformed, that the computer.
That was more
came
money, so I just did it the cheapest way possible.
with scale, so it would be all connected, that's what I
So
was.
right now, we're kind of waiting, the commissioners are gonna get the hotspot, or maybe is, because you need that hotspot.
Commissioners, the solid waste is going, you know, she would, and the IT, if they can get that, then we can be
I gotta figure
reimbursed
out
for
the
that.
price.
Okay.
I don't know price per month that is out there, I have no clue.
Well, then we get yourself cares, and doing that, potentially,
Whether we would prefer it or not.
for service job or whatever. I don't know.
We could maybe try to move that.
Thank
Okay.
you. You're doing
Good
110%. Appreciate it.
Thank you, thank you.
Joanne? About 5 minutes behind, so we try to hustle. No,
That's
no,
right.
no,
I
no.
think I can
I
speed
know
you up.
I know you, you are the queen of efficiency.
So, I just wanna thank you for all you guys do, and I know this has been a very interesting year. So I'm gonna tell you, I've been doing this job for quite a while, and so my numbers that I'm asking for are the same as past, not based off of some of the craziness that went on this year, because typically I spend about the same amount of money each year, and I only spend what I need, so. The only increase I asked for was in case you're doing something with, county staff, I asked for increases there, just so my staff would get the same as everybody else. And outside of that, it's the same as last year. 12 seconds flat.
She's easy.
Hey,
Okay. So since I did that, can I tell you, I know you're gonna look at my transfers coming up tomorrow, and I moved some money out of mileage to help with the overtime that I needed for, Krista to be there. Talking about internet is just fun in this county, so she works some during, just to stay at home, keep me going. So I asked for a transfer there, and we had a few extra little repairs and operating supplies at the fairgrounds, and I asked for a transfer for that.
You say she worked from home?
No, I had to have her at the office.
All right, that's what.
She couldn't work from home
That's right.
because she doesn't have internet here. She didn't make it, so I had to
I
have her
was
come.
just clarifying.
No. Some days I don't have good internet at the office, but I have much better than home, so thank you all very much for all you do, and keep up the great work, and are there any questions?
Just in terms of the fair and everything, I mean, how did it, I mean,
How'd it go?
yeah,
Well, we had the pleasure of doing 2 fairs, so we had an in-person fair, and, Kelsey and I just had so much fun setting up a virtual fair too, because some families with health concerns could not come to the fair, so they got to show virtually. And it worked well. I probably had about 15, and you probably had about 20 that did something virtually. And then everybody else was in person. Most folks came and showed something. We had early drop-off, so they handed me projects at the street, we moved them in, we judged. And we had this nice little snake that you walk through and you got to see everything. So that worked out well. People were, I haven't heard any complaints, which is totally awesome. It worked well.
I mean, it
unheard of.
took on a completely different look, but you guys did a marvelous job
Well-
putting together the best you could.
Well, the
Well,
volunteers
yeah,
were
work.
wonderful, and I have to tell you, we did see some things we liked that we will do again. So rearranging and how we checked in and stuff like that, so it was pretty awesome. But I didn't spend utilities this year because the animals were a show and go.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask to transfer some of that money to take care of those other repairs and operating supplies. And part of what I, will probably do is come back one more time with that. Hopefully Mike has gotten us some money that can come out of the grant of what we had to do to make this happen, because we spent about $3,500 extra this year because of COVID, just to have people stay at home and watch the live stream and all the extra sanitizing. Just cost money, but it was worth it for the kids.
Well,
And we
thank you so
appreciate your
much.
support.
Good to see you on your feet.
Yes, and notice, no crack doors
Yeah,
this year.
you survived fair.
Yeah, it was awesome, and we do appreciate, we do have one more little part of fair, this is the fair that's never ending. So the dogs didn't get to show during the fair, because they wouldn't have had enough training, so our dog show will actually be September the 12th. So, fair will end, hopefully that night. And then we'll start for next year, so, thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's, go ahead and take a recess until 10 a.m.